Hi, it's Elaine from Penguin Place Crafts. And you never know what gets edited out at the beginning of the video. Like when my camera decides to start earlier than I want to start. There's some shenanigans. Okay, the title for today's video is Alien Bear, Snakes, and Wanna Makes. Got a little rhyme in there. And you may have noticed today is a messy bun, get it done kind of day. Just hit the floor running, get stuff done. So yesterday I showed you the head of my alien bear. This is how the bear is supposed to look. That's the pattern as designed by Carolyn Guzman from 1 and 2 Company. She makes it with bulky yarn for the head and the body, and then little accents like the insides of the ears, the nose, and the patch are worsted weight yarn. Well, since probably 90% of my yarn is worsted weight yarn, I did the whole thing in worsted weight. I think he looks a little better, especially considering what he has been through today. I literally ripped his head off. You know how sometimes you sew a head on and instead of looking straight ahead, it's sort of sideways? That's what this guy was. And then as I went to sew on an ear, I noticed that the head didn't seem to be perfectly stuffed. So I went and I found a string and I was trying to undo the sewing of the head. I wasn't undoing the sewing of the head. I was undoing the last crochet round of the head. So once I got him undone, I had to recrochet about 9 stitches and okay, he's done now. So there is my rainbow bear, who looks a little bit more like a mouse. So if I put him over on this side, I can put the original pattern over there. Let's see. Okay, here. So sort of looks sort of like the pattern, sort of like, but someone will love him. That did well. I started out with 36 balls of yarn in this, and now we're going fancy. We've got the plastic tray with all the tiny ones and the box with the larger cakes. Started out with 36. I counted. There's 32. How am I making progress? And I still have almost as much. But there were some, like these 2 greens, they came from the same ball of yarn. Whoever had this yarn, which was donated to Ambets, if the yarn broke, they would just, okay, put it back on and keep winding up into a ball. So sometimes I'm winding a ball and it's like, the yarn just ended. What's going on? So I'm going to be working on custom order today, but I will probably sneak in another scrap yarn project. So that was the alien bear. Snakes. Ooh. I told you that I just made this snake this week. And this one, which almost sold at one of my last shows, are not listed on Etsy. So I got out my, oh, look at this. This is from my pattern Scrappy Snake that has a directions for how to make your snake snaky. Curved. Let's put some curves on your snake. And I went almost the same, I like the same directions and almost the same length between curves there. Okay, so we have 1, 2. We have fang. I was experimenting with a open mouth and fangs. I'm not sure I like him. 3. Little blue snake. 4. Orange snake with curves. 5. A red, white, and blue snake with a green head. I don't know why. 6. A very long, scrappy snake. 7. Green with yellows and variegateds. 8. Green with cream and brown and green. 9. Another brown and green. 10. Where is this guy going to go? He's smaller. I'm going to drop him if I don't. Oh, I think I'm going to drop something. Come on. Okay. I think I got it. I think I got it. What? Oh. This one is made with a gray boucle yarn. Is that 11? And this was a crazy critter challenge. A red snake with green bumps. 12. I think that was 12. Here's the box. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oops, and I just 13. 9 plus 5 is 14. Either I am missing a snake or I did some miscounting someplace. Because according to my inventory, which I thought I just checked very carefully, play food, snakes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. How did I just count 14? Okay. I will straighten that out after the video. Because we're going on to part 3. Wanna makes. I was going to say I lied. I think I supplied you with misinformation yesterday. I told you when I was cleaning up by my chair, trying to find the pattern for the next custom order, that I pulled out like 6 patterns that I want to make. I don't think it's 6. First is the beaded hedgehog. Now that, I had made 5. I'm down to 3. And I need to update my Etsy listing because I have the multicolor one, the first one I made, and I have the rainbow one left. But I made one that's all purple and he didn't sell yet. And like I was doing different colored beads. I see how some people do like one row all one color and then switch color for the next row for beads. So I want to try that. So I want to make one more of these and update the listing with the new hedgehog. So that was one new pattern. 2, Penguin Plays Crafts. Needs to have penguins in my Etsy shop. This is a free pattern on the Hobie website for Brady the snowboarding penguin. And I think he's just adorable and I want to make him. 2. This is a pattern that I purchased on Etsy. Sweetie Fluffy crochet pattern from, okay, I'm going to put it up here because I'm not going to try to pronounce it. It is for cats and a bunny. And I've had this for a few weeks now, or a few months now, because it was so adorable and I want to make it, but I haven't. 3. Back in April, I had a show. I sold all 3 of my platypus. Well, I found this pattern for a platypus. This is by Laughing Purple Goldfish. This is the same designer that has the pattern for Calypso the Kooky Owl. And this is also a free pattern on Ravelry. Cute. I want to make one. 4. I have the Stegosaurus pattern from the Temu kit that I got. Those have been selling well for me. They're small, they work up quickly, they use scrap yarn. 5. The Reversible Octopus. Oh, wait a minute, that's the little one. I put the little one in here, and I want to make the big one. Although this is cute. This is a small reversible octopus by Crochet Customs. I have another Perry the Platypus. I think it was a free YouTube tutorial by Amigurumi Forge, and I typed it up because I want to make more platypus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have the Fairy Penguin. This is my own pattern that I published several years ago. And it's one of the reasons why Etsy is telling me that I am limiting my visibility, because I only have one picture on the pattern listing on Etsy. And they say I need to have more pictures for that listing. Well, the problem is I sold both penguins. I had made 2. Oh, it feels like there's something in my eye. I made 2 to test the pattern. I've sold them both. So I no longer have the penguin to take pictures with. I need to make one and take lots of pictures, make 1 or 2, take lots of pictures and update the Etsy listing to make Etsy happy. But I just haven't found the time. I mean, it's not going to take long. It takes ½ an ounce of the main color. So it's not a big pattern, but just fitting it in. So now that is in the pile. What number were we up to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have no idea where I got this pattern from. Ami Twins, crocheted by Monica, designed by Mariana. It's called Milo the Robot. And I just think he's cute. I think he would use up some scrap yarn. I'm currently out of robots. So he's like number 10 in my want to make list. And of course, Ballerina Kitty. Because every time I make one of these, it sells quickly. And I like the pattern. So I need to make another Ballerina Kitty. So, what'd I tell you? 6, and I got a dozen. Whoops. I bumped my microphone cord. Sorry about that. Maybe I should ask for a wireless mic for Christmas. I've said that before. I haven't done it yet. So that's it. That is alien bear, snakes, and Wannamakes. Did you have fun? I had fun. Now I see all my snakes. I have to figure out where I went wrong in counting. Are there really 14 snakes here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Okay. I seem to be having a problem with counting lately. So my inventory is correct. All I need to do is get them. I think one Etsy listing does not need to be updated. Maybe the cover picture could be updated because one of the snakes from the cover picture sold. But I'm not adding any new snakes to that listing. Just one listing will have 2 or 3 new snakes added as soon as possible. Then once I do that, I can go play with yarn. I'll spend some time on the custom order. I'm working on the head. It's one of those things where you get up to about 60 stitches and you just keep going and going and going for rows of 60 stitches, and you just know how much I love that. I'd rather play with something small and fun, but custom order first, then scrap yarn, and the Wannamakes. Bye-bye.